Alexa had an accident at 16 months old. She had pulled down a hot cup of water, boiled cup of water from the counter. And it, after I knocked it away, some of it did land on her shoulder and it went into her front of her chest. Some of it broke off and the water broke off and kind of went on her arm, and a lot of it into her back. And she got third-degree burns, suffered third-degree burns, and she was pretty badly scarred.
And how was the process? Did you start looking for doctors, and what was that like?
She was brought to the burn unit. She was there for almost a month. She had a small skin graft done by Dr. Rena, and basically what had happened is they like you to wait up to a year to see how everything was going with the scarring, and the scarring got really bad. So then we decided, Dr. Rena said we should start looking for a doctor. We went to the city, looked for several doctors that specialize in lasers, and they basically all said she was going to be scarred for life. And I was not settling for that. I basically went full-fledged on searching for a doctor that I wasn't going to take that for an answer, and found Dr. Weibel through the burn triplets. And I basically called her right away, begged her to see Alexa because it was under a year, and she truly does not like to treat patients under a year of that kind of injury. And I asked her if I could come and just look at her, and that was it. She looked at Alexa and she took over, and Alexa, I would say, is pretty much 85% now healed from this accident that everybody thought she was going to be scarred for life because of Dr. Weibel.
What were your thoughts on Dr. Weibel?
Well, at first, we didn't know her, but when we first got to meet her, she was a great doctor. She's done miracles for us and for Alexa. I mean, if it wasn't for her, she would not be at this point right now in her life. And, for what's going on, it's a miracle.
Alexa, how do you like that with Dr. Weibel? Nice?
Yeah.
Can you say Dr. Weibel's very nice?
Can you say Dr. Weibel's very nice?
Very nice.
You love her, right? You miss her and love her?
Who gave you the teddy bear? Nurse.
So tell us a little bit of, I guess we'll say one last take. When they told you that to wait a year and they wouldn't touch her, what made you fly down here, and how did you convince Dr. Weibel to do it?
Well, basically, I had noticed that her scars were hypertrophic. They were just getting worse, which means they just keep getting thicker and raised. So I felt that how could you let something just keep getting worse? I thought if you treat it sooner, it would help her. And thankfully, my idea was right, and Dr. Weibel was unbelievably baffled over that she's just now knows that you don't have to wait. I think on someone as young as Alexa, because that was the youngest that she's ever had this type of injury. Maybe on older people you have to, but because of that, her scars are they're phenomenal now. You just barely can tell. And we've been with her since Alexa met her. She was a little over 1 when this happened. She's now 4.5. So, and the scars have been amazing for about 2 years, and now they just keep getting better and better.
What's your advice or recommendation for parents out there that have had similar accidents with their children?
That they never should lose hope, and that they can definitely improve. The lasers are amazing, and there's so much more to come, but I really have to tell you, and I'm not being partial, the best is Dr. Weibel. I researched for a very long time, and no one could have done what she did. Dr. Weibel she's my godsend. She is a miracle worker, and she is, I don't even think she realizes how amazing she is, that if it wasn't for her, my daughter, I don't think she would have ever moved her arm again. She barely could even move her arm, let alone have almost no scars now because of her. So I would say that she is the best, and they have to just trust that in their hearts it always can get better. And Dr. Weibel's the key.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for coming all the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I muffled that. I get nervous with that.
You guys did great.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Edit.
I like that the teddy bear weight pie.
Yeah, I know.
That's
But yeah, I mean, Jesse, if you need anything else, or you know, I can work it out. So anything for her, because she's like,
You're so pretty. I like this teddy bear.
I can't tell you how I just want everything for her to.
The one nurse, Anna, had to go, and she thought she was just gonna buy it. They made
Yeah.
her do the whole thing, like sit down, stuff it, and the whole thing. So she was like, "Oh my God, just stuff it for me."
That is so nice.
What's amazing for us is that we're not just saying this. We truly know what Dr. Weibel is, and that is my biggest thing.
Oh,
that